Yo, what up? We back, baby. Really wanted to get back into the groove of things and start going live daily again. Last year I had a little stretch where I was doing that for a while, and right now I just wanted to kind of set up my desk, make sure I got my station set up to where I can edit. I'm right now in the middle of my front room at my studio. Usually I'm over there in the corner. Um, and then I just set up one camera today, so I'm not gonna be switching cameras, but I am gonna be doing boom boom, this, and that. You know, I can rock with this and that. But I am no man. I'm just going to be doing some editing, so I'm gonna hop right into it. I'm not really expecting anybody to hop on, but if you do, holla at me, man. Drop a comment. Let me know you here. And if you got any editing tips, because I gotta knock out this edit very, very quickly. So, um, and then as I'm doing that, I'm also learning Ecamm and getting more practice going live. And one of my main things that I wanted to do is get my get my reps up as far as my oratory skills. You feel me? So I feel like if I could just get on here and continue to ramble, I'm gonna just practice the muscle of talking all the time. So um, I'm gonna just keep doing that and making it work how I need it to work. So let me actually, what I'm gonna do is I need another screen for this computer. I'm on my Mac Mini right now, connected directly to a TV screen, and I don't know how to add a separate screen as well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if I can use my iPad as a sidecar for this. I don't know, not now. So if y'all got any tips on how to add iPads as sidecars to your iMac, because I got it connected to my MacBook Pro, but I really need it connected to my my something else. As a matter of fact, that I actually want to I actually want to see if I can get Ecamm on my iPad rather than that. Let me see. I am connected to Carrier Media Staff. Let me make sure that I'm on the right. Let me make sure that I'm on the right USB. Or the right make sure that I'm on the right internet right now. All right, so making sure that I'm getting on the right internet, because I know a lot of times you got to be on the same Wi-Fi to make sure that you can still use the iPad. And then let me just make sure that my Bluetooth is on. Um, what I'll be doing right now. Hey, why not? Guess what I'm gonna do? All right, cool. Yo, right now I'm on Lions behavior, but I need to actually find out if I'm on the right thing. See, I need a dedicated camera or a dedicated monitor um, just for Ecamm. I used to have this set up pretty nice to where I think I was plugged into this monitor over here, and then I had another monitor. I might have to do that. I might plug in this computer to that and then just stream that to a different monitor. We got people in the back. Wi-Fi or USB cable. Oh, we need to be in the same Apple ID. I'm not on the same Apple ID. That sucks. All right. So current application, I'm gonna switch this back over to Premiere. I'm about to go. Hold on. I'm about to go check what they got going on. They're switching out my garage door. All right, man. So I'm just doing some editing. Let's see. Let me just make sure that this is view channel. Oh, I'm live, baby.
Something went wrong. Please try again.
What's up? What's up? Man, if you are here on this live, just go ahead and say what's up so I know I'm not here by myself. And then we could actually just have a conversation because I'm not really doing this. Oh, oh, what's up? Oh, wait a minute. On this live, just go ahead and say what's up so I know I'm not here. Alright, so I got my iPad set up. Boom. So that way I could do that. And let me just go back to editing.
Sure it's affordable.
Alright, so boom, I got my iPad set up over here so I can actually look at who's watching and stuff like that. And now I got my Premiere Pro set up so I can see that. I need some more screens. I really wish I had some more screens, but it is what it is. All right, for sure. All right, so just a quick little breakdown of what I'm doing. I have this mini doc stretched out. It's gonna be 10 minutes, so I gotta fill in all these parts with different clips, interviews, B-roll, everything like that. On this top line right here, this is going to be the main points, kind of like the outline of what the video is going to be. This is the executive director here. And then I'm going to be doing, filling in with different videos here. So right now I'm just going through Suncoast's interview, and we're going to try and make this do what it do. But yeah, man, just drop a comment for your boy. Let me know I'm not here by myself if you're watching. But either way.
I'm okay. How are you?
Too shabby. It's been a long couple of days, and we got the rest of the week, so we're gonna be bouncing around. Yeah.
Worked. I've been in this field almost 40 years. God, I hate saying that out loud. However, I have met people. You know, I worked in the South Bronx for a number of years. I've worked in a variety of different inner city areas. And when you have that firsthand experience of meeting people who have made that transition, it literally, unless you're a totally heartless person, it's had a huge impact. When you see little kids who were literally living on the street, and then for the first time in their lives, they get to go home to a safe place every night. And when you, if that doesn't touch you, you don't know how.
Yeah, I thought you were just gonna breeze past the specifics of how it's personally affected you. What are some other like stories that you can remember or think of?
Well, I'll give you one that happened here in Newport Richey that really tugged on my heart. We did a new construction infill housing in Newport Richey. It was a very complicated deal because of the land, but we finally got the house built, and we had this wonderful young family that moved in, and they had a husband and wife who were both working 2 jobs and doing all the hard work. Were able to qualify for a mortgage, and they bought the house, and we did a housewarming. And when I think so. Well, we're taking housing's critical to everything we do. Without the support and training that comes from NeighborWorks, we would not be able to do the work we do.
Collaborative, supporting organizations at the tune of $3.5 million.
The work we do, everything we do. NeighborWorks is critical to everything. And when they had just moved in, well, we're working at it. We're taking it step by step, right? And we're slowly trying to rebuild some of the methodologies we're using for community outreach. We're using social media. We're being better about that. We're hoping to do more marketing through our clients and our partners. We've had a long established relationship with Raymond James, who's been a great partner, and they're helping us with some graphic design. I want to, every year, to give me a hug and remind me that we built her house, and that I want to leave a legacy that we have many more affordable, stable rental units than we have currently. I want to also leave a legacy that we've had a direct and real impact on the communities that we're serving. I am just so proud every time I drive around South St. Pete, and I'm like, we built that house. We built that house. I am just so proud every time I drive around. I am just so proud every time I drive around South St. Pete, and I'm like, we built that house. We built that house. And every year we do this. Sarah and I do an outreach event in St. Pete College campus in South St. Pete. And one of our homeowners comes in every year to give me a hug and remind me that we built her house and that, she's so happy and whatever. But she comes and gives us a hug every year. So that for me is a good legacy.
And I saw you talking about your team, so I'm gonna zoom out real quick,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll keep talking.
Okay. I am just, he's been in this field for the NeighborWorks or any other nonprofit. Okay. The hurdle for everybody is finding talented people that want to work in the nonprofit field for what we can afford to pay them. And to find such a good group of people that are professional and have such a tremendous knowledge has been really a gift. Sarah comes to us with 7 years or something. But he doesn't want to be in any other field. He could, even with his base of knowledge and his he's so dedicated to making sure people have that safe housing that he doesn't want to do anything else. And it's really admirable that people make that choice. It's a high-burner field, and there isn't a whole lot of financial reward, so we have to make it as fun and as pleasant to work together as possible. The thrift store.
What was, that was your name, right?
No.
Nah, I just had to go set up a camera. They over here changing out my studio, so we'll see what we got going on.
Actually, I was vehemently against it when it was proposed by one of our board members. But he was very convincing. He is a dean of the School of Business at St. Pete College. And he was like, we really have to do this. And he gave me some data, he gave me some research, and then I went out and I did my own research. And I met with other organizations that have thrift stores. and see what works, what doesn't work. And I got very, very excited about it. Numbers impressed me. So we just, my board, other members of my board were not as enthusiastic about it at first either. And we brought them along, showed them the data, showed them the research, and they came along. And once we decided to locate in Newport Richey, it then became a hunt to find a location. My board, and we were able to bring her on, and, well, you saw the view. But I was incredible. She does help support the work that we do. Yep.
So as I was
Always have a tremendous need for our clients and for our home buyer education, our Spanish language.
out there reporting,
And she's also bilingual with part-time help.
because I saw it, but I'm sure you've seen it.
I always like to use is when you're building affordable housing, it's not a single person event. It takes a team, or save the home through foreclosure or credit counseling. We're a very small group, and we've never, been a huge organization, but we've helped over 68,000 people either attain home, find a new home. Quote of mine, Margaret Mead, who said, do not misjudge the impact the good work of a small group of people can do, because it's the only thing that has ever changed the world. And do not misjudge the impact the good work of a small group of people can do, because it's the only thing that has ever changed the world. And it's true. We're a very small group, and we've never, been a huge organization, but we've helped over 68,000 people. We've helped, been a huge organization, and we've never, been a huge organization. We've helped over 68,000 people either attain home, find a new home, or save the home through foreclosure or credit counseling. So it's really, it's amazing. One of the examples I always like to use is when you're building affordable housing, it's not a single person event. It takes a team. It takes a team of having the right lenders, or credit counseling. So it's really, it's amazing. One of the examples, home through foreclosure or credit counseling. So it's either attain home, find a new home, or save the home through foreclosure or credit counseling. So it's really, it's amazing. It's or credit counseling. So it's really, it's amazing. I always like to use this real house. It's not a personal event. It takes a team. Event. It takes a team. It's not a single person event. It takes a team. It takes a team. It takes a team of having the right lenders, of having the people with the right vision for what you're going to put on that piece of soil or revamp whatever building you're been given. It takes local governments, sometimes state governments, to help you put together that finance. It really takes a team effort. Consultants, you know, general contractors, architects, you know. And then at the end, it takes a realtor frequently to help you get the people in the building. So it's never a solo effort. It's always, you always have to find and need that good group of people to support and believe. That's the big thing. You have to find people that really believe in what you're doing and why it's important. And that's why this young lady whose mother, this young lady is going to be starting, and that's why this young lady who find people that really believe in what you're doing and why it's important. And volunteering, that's critical. Having those volunteers and having that community support, somebody that really understands the benefit. And with her background, she absolutely does. That's critical. Having those volunteers and having coming here and talking to us about volunteering, that's critical. Having those volunteers and having that community support, somebody that really understands the benefit. And with her background, she absolutely does.
And I guess we can end with this because that was really good, but I realized that this ties into the next question. And
Okay.
I could let it just sit.
Go ahead.
Speaking of working with good people, what are some of the partnerships that you have facts on the wall? What are some of the partnerships that you've maintained and grown to be able to sustain the work that you're doing?
One of the critical partnerships, of course, is NeighborWorks, right? We have to have the support of NeighborWorks. But beyond NeighborWorks, our local government support, our local partners, like Pasco County, it's critical. They are our key supporter and allow us to be able to maintain and continue to do the homebuyer education classes that we do. But there's also the partnerships with a variety of different banks. We've had a long relationship, like I said, with Raymond James. And they were actually the reason we were able to open the thrift store through their funding and allow us to have these months of building and getting it open. But also Bank of America has been a long-term key partner. And, you know, it's the city of Largo, the city of Clearwater. These are long-term partnerships that have helped us maintain the agency. You know, there have been some dark times, and they were actually the reason we were able to open the thrift store, relationship, like I said, with Raymond James. And they were actually the reason we were able to open the thrift store through their funding and allow us to have these months of building and getting it open. And we, you know, one of the things we haven't talked about, but I'll also say is our board. I mean, our board of directors, we have one member of our board of directors who's been on the board for almost 40 years. We have, you know, we have one, our vice chair has been on the board. I was looking at numbers the other day, 26 years. Long-term commitment, solid belief in the organization, and go above and beyond to try and keep our head above water and keep us moving forward. So we've been, in a lot of ways, we've been very blessed.
Sounds like it. Anything else you want to get off your chest?
No.
team, anything that we missed? Oh, this mic on you? Yeah.
The monetary and the visibility is also the partnerships that we've been able to build in the community through our partnership with Hope Services, which is a vocational rehab organization in Pasco County. They work in several counties, but we have their clients who come in the store and work with us, and they are being trained in how to work in the retail environment. We also have a partnership with PACE, a school that also we have one of their students who is working with us, who's learning about working in a professional environment. And we're also, hopefully in the fall, we'll be able to work with more Pasco County public school students as well, so they can get the Bright Future credits by volunteering in the thrift store. So it's presenting us with other opportunities for build partnerships. Who's learning about working in a professional environment. One of their students who is working with us, who's learning about environment. We also have a partnership with PACE, a school that also we have one of their students who is working with us, who's learning about working in a professional environment. And we're also, hopefully in the fall, we'll be able to work with more Pasco County public school students as well, so they can get the Bright Future credits by volunteering in the thrift store. So it's presenting us with other opportunities for build partnerships. In the fall, we'll be able to work with more Pasco County public schools.
Full circle?
Yeah.
We do. It does come full circle. But he was the first.
Here?
Yeah, I know.
Which one? 'Cause it was- Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a subsequence of this. Interview, and then I'm going to basically take these clips. He has a lot of good stuff, and you can go in multiple directions, but right now I just need some sound bites to put into a bigger. Alright. Because what'll happen is you'll notice that Yep.
So when they're done, we're gonna put this on the outside, we'll lock it. You're never gonna be able to do it again. But it's okay, but at least we have that in here, and then you have two other spots as well. If you wanna put this the thing after they get done that, I think what they're gonna do, Kev, is they're gonna make a template, and I think they're gonna do die cut. That basically you'll be able to come to me or wherever, you'll be able to fill out your information in there. I'm hoping they don't charge you guys. I mean, it's not really expensive for the die cut, but they're gonna get everybody's stuff like uniformed. Yeah, yeah. So like when somebody pulls in, it's gonna be like KBL Media, then it'll be like Dream Machine, it'll be the church, you know. Oh, it's just yeah, yeah. Do whatever you want. You know. So they'll give you a little template. You know, but that's down the line. Man. It's not gonna be for a while. The roof will be the first thing that they do first. I haven't heard anything about doors, because I kind of was making a push that, you know how we have those nice white doors at the office over there with like the nice window that's like tinted black? I was really trying to fight because I wanted everybody the whole way down to have that, like a nice door, because those doors, I mean, they're great doors, but it's really gives it an industrial look. We're trying to make it look more retail. Yeah, so having a nice door like that, plus it's easier to put if they want to, because they're either gonna have to put it on the window or the door or both. They're not gonna have the room to put it up top, so, but they'll figure all that out. But hopefully it'll be really nice, man. You guys deserve it, No, dude, I appreciate you. I owe you lunch one day, dude. We'll go to Rachel's and have a little steak lunch. Rachel's only been to lunch, man. They got a good buffet up there too. Yeah. Actually not bad. That's nice, You go there and yeah, that's it. Yep, absolutely. If you need anything, let me know. I'll be stopping back around every couple weeks, okay? They're probably coming over here within the next. I mean, these guys are literally just finishing up over there. They're gonna come help him remove the door, push the new door in. They're gonna drill it in. They're looking at probably like 30 minutes. All right, and then you gotta get back home. Thanks, boss. Sorry about that.
Every time.
Suncoast. Alright. Mini dock. Suncoast. Just add that to the back end. Alright, so let me just add that to the back end. Now I want to close the Suncoast project. Alright, cool. File. Open project.
I laugh because
TLC interview. All right, so now I'm on the Tallahassee interview. Let me close out this. Right now, let me just focus on the interview. So, again, I'm looking for clips that talk about how they help prepare, build, or grow home ownership. I want to talk about if they have anything talking about the American dream, collaboration, or how they're getting a good return on investment. All right. All right. All right. Cool. So I'm sharing this screen right now, and I'm not sure. If I go here with it, and if I go here, all right, I just gotta bounce around from one thing to the next. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't just keep the same screen, and I'm realizing that that's what's going on is that I'm trying to stay on the same screen and just edit, but I gotta bounce around. I gotta come back over here and be like, you know, you know. And as I'm doing this, I'm realizing that I need a dedicated monitor for the live stream. All right. Right now, I'm editing off the computer. I used to have it to where I could show what was on my laptop screen on my other computer, but I need to figure out some best practices for the moment. Hopefully I can connect this. What I really want to do is I want to connect back my iMac to this monitor and then use this as a secondary screen. But sometimes it's a headache. So I want this computer to be a secondary screen for that, but that's neither here nor there. The thing is I need focus.
There are three of them. As ready as I'm gonna be.
Boom. Tell me your name and what do you do?
My name is Karen Miller.
Right. Thank you. Looking good.
Ready?
As ready as I'm gonna be. Chief Executive Officer for the Tallahassee Lenders Consortium. We call it TLC for short, and it stands for Touching Lives with Care.
Nice. Yo, what's good? So I'm currently editing turn off this. So I'm currently editing a mini documentary for the NeighborWorks Florida Collaborative. I'm trying to make sure that I have my notes on the side so I can stay focused but not forget my thought. So I want to keep this here. I got my iPad that is acting as my monitor for I got my iPad that's acting as my monitor, and then I got my laptop just to help with research and doing secondary things and such. But my main screen and my live stream is directly in front of me. Camera is kind of a little bit off to the side, so let's just get back to doing what I was doing.
It's really is up.
Boom. Tell me your name and what do you do?
My name is Karen Miller, and I am the Chief Executive Officer for the Tallahassee Members Consortium. We call it TLC for short, and it stands for Touching Lives with Care.
Nice. So tell me a little bit more about TLC then.
Okay. TLC was created in November of 1993, and it was created at the time because there was no affordable housing. So the city of Tallahassee, Leon County, and 10 lenders got together and they created.
Boom. Tell me your name and what do you do?
My name is Karen Miller, and I am the Chief Executive Officer for the Tallahassee Members Consortium. My name is Karen Miller, and I am the Chief Executive Officer for the Tallahassee Members Consortium. Okay. TLC was created in November of 1993, and it was created at that time because there was no affordable housing. So the city of Tallahassee, Leon County, and 10 lenders got together in neighborhoods to see this how counseling. I smiled about it because here we are from 1993 and 2026 still talking about affordable housing. And so at that time, what they were concerned about was the fact that people were able to pay their rent, which meant that they felt like people could pay mortgages, but they could not come up with the money for down payment assistance and closing costs. So what I say is they put their money where their mouth was. So they started a down payment assistance program. And as the years gone, affordable housing. And so at that time, what they were concerned about was the fact that at that time, what they were concerned about was the fact that people were able to pay their rent, which meant that they felt like people could pay mortgages, but they could not come up with the money for down payment assistance and closing costs. So What I say is they put their money where their mouth was. So they started a down payment assistance program. And as the years gone by, they put their money where their mouth was. What I say is they put their money where their mouth was. Put their money where their mouth was. So they started a down payment assistance program. And as the years gone by, we still do process the City of Tallahassee and Leon County's down payment assistance program. But counseling and education became a major part for this agency as well. So what I say is they put their money where their mouth was. So they pre-purchase counseling, we do foreclosure intervention counseling, and we do reverse mortgage counseling. We don't do pre-purchase counseling, this agency as well. So we do pre-purchase counseling, we do foreclosure intervention counseling, and we do reverse mortgage counseling. We don't tell you to get the reverse mortgage, but we tell you the facts about it. And the one thing about pre-purchase counseling is that most people are really excited about home ownership, but they don't necessarily understand the process. So in helping them to understand the process, we have a class called Buyer Readiness, where we talk about all of our services, and we talk about all of the down payment. Understand the process we have a really understand the process. Really excited about home ownership, but they don't necessarily. Most people are really excited about counseling. Is that most people are most people are really excited about home. Tell you to get the reverse mortgage, but we tell you the facts about it. And we do foreclosure intervention counseling, and we do reverse mortgage counseling. So most people are really excited about home ownership, but they don't necessarily understand the process. So in helping them to understand the process, we have a class called Buyer Readiness, where we tell about all of our services, and we talk about all of the down payment assistance programs in the area, not just the city and the county. And we talk about other benefits that first-time homebuyers especially have. And so it's really important for us to educate people. It's almost a little bit of hand-holding through the process. In addition to buyer readiness, once a month, in addition to buyer In addition to buyer readiness, once a month, we do that class twice a month. Once a month, we do financial fitness, which is that whole financial literacy bag. And then we do homebuyer education, which is an 8-hour certification class. We do it twice a month. And all of our classes we do virtually and in person. So it's about making a person feel safe and confident to go through this whole buying process. So what we want is that when somebody goes through the process, when they get to the table, they, number one, understand it, number two, know what they're talking about, and number three, they're ready to put their hands on the dotted line, and number four, they're ready to swing the keys in the air. That's it. And we've seen that so many times with a lot of happiness. Addition to buyer readiness, once a month, we do that class. Financial fitness, which is just the whole financial literacy bag. And then we do homebuyer education, which is an 8-hour certification class. We do it twice a month, and all of our classes we do virtually and in person. So it's about making is an 8-hour certification. And then we do home buyer education Thursday day. And then we do home buyer education. This is an 8-hour certification class. We do it twice a month. And all of our classes we do virtually and in person. So it's about making a person feel safe and confident to go through this whole buying process. So what we want is that when somebody goes through the process, when they get to the table, they number one, understand it, number two, know what they're talking about, and number three, they're ready to put their hands on the dotted line, and number four, they're ready to swing the keys in the air. And we've seen that so many times with a lot of happiness. But I brag about my team more than anything. We're a small agency. There are a total of 7 of us. I do work with other consultants, but as far as employees, there's 7 of us, and we do it all. We do community engagement. So we do a lot of outreach activities. We work with in the community impact measure program. We go out and survey neighborhoods to see just how our residents feel about where they live. And they don't have to be home buyers, they can be renters as well. We also, in our foreclosure intervention, we've had some hard, difficult times lately. And we've seen COVID, people lose their jobs.
Alright, so. Alright, let me lock in. I'm gonna focus on the editing. I'm not sure if I can go back and I can do any clips from this live, but hey, it is what it is. I'm gonna get more practice into where I'm actually speaking on camera and clipping some of this footage, but right now, I got too much going on, man. I gotta lock in, I gotta edit this, I gotta keep an eye on these people in the back. Just make sure that they are changing the door and not stealing equipment. Not that they would, but it is what it is, and I'll probably set up another camera, but I just wanted to jump on here, make sure that everything was running smooth, make sure that it looks like this computer is handling my cameras. Everything looks good to me, so I'm actually going to test this out on my MacBook Pro as well, just to make sure that it's also running pretty smoothly, and then we'll be good to go from there. So thank you so much for taking your time to be with me. Until next time, peace.